Hey guys, so you can see where I am on the map here, not where I anticipated being. Let me tell you the latest update on Bolero, just to make you laugh. Yesterday evening I went to turn on my little heater and the fan came on, blew away this is the diesel heater, blew away, but stayed cold, never warmed up. So Ian, who is an English guy who was beside me in the campsite, I asked him if he knew anything about these things, and he said, yeah, he came over to look, and he said your pump, the diesel pump, the little pump underneath the van that pumps the diesel up into the heater, he said, it's not working. So I spent about 2 hours underneath the van taking it apart, dismantling it, and eventually I pulled up all the cables, cut them all off and tied them all up and said it's kaput. So this morning early I went onto Google to find somebody who might potentially repair it, and I found 3 or 4 guys, and I started the first one and I went to Google Maps. I drove what it was, an hour and a half, and got to them. It doesn't exist. So Google, there was nothing there. It was just a dirt track in the middle of nowhere and that's where Google Maps took me. So then I went to the second one, and it took me into a really dodgy area behind an old industrial park, and there was nothing there. And so at that stage I marked down nothing here. The first one was in a residential area. There was just houses and things. The second one was in an industrial area, and there was nothing in either case. Just I was in the middle of nowhere. So the third one I went to turned out to actually exist. I thought it wouldn't, because I ended up going up a sort of a dirt track, but sure enough at the top was this big warehouse, and there were the lads working away. So I showed them my problem and asked if they could help, and they said yeah. So they've ordered a new pump and they're going to fit it for me tomorrow. So hence I'm hanging around down here beside Malaga. Now yeah, I'm in this campsite, which is to be honest with you, very sort of so-so. But I just had a shower and a shave. I've got laundry on, so these are the important things. I bought some nice bread on the way, and I cooked up some food and made myself a salad and had a yogurt, so I'm well set. So all is good, but no walk. I have a call now. It's now about 2 o'clock local time. I have a business call at 3:30, so I can't really go anywhere until I have that call. There's a beach across the road, small little beach. I might go across, might have a swim later, I'm not sure. But I don't think there's going to be a walk today, is the bottom line. I've no idea what time they'll fit it tomorrow. He said he'd WhatsApp me as soon as the part arrives. I'm about a half an hour drive over to him, so I can get over pretty quickly. So this is a running joke at this stage, isn't it? It's a never-ending saga. Interestingly, I mentioned before in one of the videos that I saw a Fiat Ducato. One of the other guys, the guys that were fitting my solar panels, and I really liked it. So when I was down today with the guy who's going to put in the pump for me, he showed me the vans that they build. They fit out vans. He showed me a Fiat Ducato that they'd fitted out. Absolutely beautiful, wonderful. And he reckons that if you brought him a van, he could fit it out to that spec that you would have seen on the previous video, a few videos back, for €25,000. And so if you bought a van for 15, you could, with a low mileage van, Fiat Ducato van or something like that, a big Mercedes Sprinter, one of these high top ones. If you bought one of those for 15 grand, you could have for 40 grand, you could have basically a brand new camper van. So I'm going to actually explore this, I think. When I go home, I'm going to see if I can find a van. I saw one with 50,000 miles on the clock, fully fitted out, similar to what he would do for 48 grand at home. But it'd be interesting to see what price a base van is, with low mileage. That's the issue really. But yeah, so all sort of interesting. The adventure continues, and I've got the point now where I'm just waiting for the engine to fall out of it. But I mean, I'm slowly but surely fixing up. By the time I get back, there'll be nothing original on the car. It'll all be new. Bolero, it'll be like the granddad's shuffle. We kept changing the handle of the spade, but it won't be the same Bolero for sure. But that's my update. So today is Wednesday. That's my update for Wednesday. I probably won't do anything with this video until tomorrow. I'll see what happens tomorrow, then do a video and upload it. Yeah, but at least the good weather's here. It's much warmer down the coast. Up in the mountains, there's no doubt about it, it's chillier, particularly I find early morning. At the end of the night, it gets down to around low teens, and you feel it in the van. I start wrapping up and putting on the sleeping bag over me. Then I've got this blanket, this whatever we call it, a synthetic blanket on top of that, and I sort of wrap myself up that I'm okay. But you do feel the chill, and you do realise how important insulation is. I don't think there's any insulation in this van. It's carpeted out, but I don't think there's anything underneath the carpet. And you can see the important insulation and the importance actually of having heating, particularly if I'm going to use the van in Ireland, or like in Scotland or in Norway or whatever. You really need to have heating, you really need to have insulation. But I'm learning as I go, and yeah, the saga continues. What can I say? Talk to you later. Hey guys, good morning. It is 9:40 in the morning here, and another beautiful morning on the south of Spain. So I stayed in this campsite. This is where I came to yesterday after I visited Ricky and the guys at the campervan company, the number 3, the one that actually existed. And yeah, I just chilled here yesterday. By the time I got over here and checked in and had a shower and all the rest of it, I just hung out here and chilled and read. I met a German lady that's her camper van there. She's parked right beside me. See that one there? A nice modern new Volkswagen Caravelle. And this is her little daughter there on her bike, Mary Lou. And we had a bite to eat together. So we sat on that bench there last night and had some wine and some food and some company for both of us. It was lovely. So she's been travelling, it's very interesting. She's travelling with her daughter for a year. So they've taken a year out and they're going travelling. It's really quite amazing. A whole year. So they start and they work their way down from Germany and down the coast, the east coast of Spain, and they're working their way over to Portugal. And she's not actually quite sure exactly what she's going to do for the whole of the summer, or the whole of the winter I should say, but maybe stay in Portugal, down on the Algarve or whatever. But yes, that was sort of nice, a bit of company and a bit of chat and whatever, last night was interesting as well. We had a full moon, but the biggest moon apparently for ages, because the moon, due to whatever weight goes around the earth, was super close. And when I went out for a little walk this morning, just a short walk, no big deal, a few kilometres up and down the beach opposite here, just to stretch my legs. But you could see the moon just before it set, and it was really, really big, really, really impressive. So I'm waiting here today for word from Ricky. I just sent him a WhatsApp, asked if there was any update on the delivery of the pump for the diesel heater, or the kerosene heater. So as soon as he has it, I'll be driving back over to Malaga and getting that and getting it fitted. And then my plan is to drive over, continue along the coast here, away from Malaga and away from here up to Nerjac, Nerjc, I think it's spelt. And there's a wonderful walk that is quite famous up a gorge. We actually have to walk through the river many times. So I'll be walking in my sandals if I get in there. It was closed as of March 2025. It was closed for safety reasons or something. I'm not quite sure exactly what, or access reasons, access disputes or something. So I'll go up and see if it's open. I found a place to park, not a campsite, just a nice parking spot in Nerjac, right on the beach, but in the town. So and there's a lot of other walks around that area that are fine. If I can't do the canyon walk, I'll do that. So that's sort of my plan. So wait and see what happens. I have to hear from Ricky first. He has to receive the part, and everything sort of depends on that. So that's the update at now 9:43 on Thursday morning. Well guys, here's the update. I hope you can hear it. It's quite blustery here today, so quite a bit of wind. I hope it's not affecting the audio intake too much. So here's the update. I had a nice walk, on the beach this morning, and then I left the campsite and I drove over to where I am now. And where I am now is this strange little campsite. It's not actually. It's an area where a parking area that seems to have been taken over by campers, and mainly a bunch of young people. There seem to be surfers. So there seems to be quite a bit of windsurfing going on around here, and although there's no real access to there's no beach, it's just rocks. So, but there's a beach further up, so maybe they just park here and they carry their gear up or whatever. But anyway, I'm waiting to hear from the guys who have ordered the pump for me. I texted him this morning, asked for any update. He said no, he hasn't heard from Amazon yet. Doesn't know what time it's going to arrive, and they're closed now from 2 till 4. So obviously it didn't arrive this morning, or if it did, he didn't tell me. And so it may not arrive today at all. Maybe tomorrow by the time it arrives. I don't know. So I'm parked up here. I may well spend the night here. I had a walk along the promenade. I walked that away first, in towards Malaga, along the seafront, and that was sort of nice. And then out a little bit this way, just to see what was out there. And basically I did about maybe, 8 or 9k or something. You can see it here. So yeah, I'm just going to hang around and read my book, put my feet up, read my book and chill. And there's really nothing else I can do. I've ordered the pump. I can't sort of go off and not get it fitted and leave them stuck with the pump. So I've ordered the pump, and when they contact me, I'll go and get it fitted. And but a nice walk, and the sun's shining, and it's warm enough. It's 20, 21 degrees, but with the breeze it's a little bit cooler, but it's nice. Very, very pleasant. So I'm just going to chill here and wait, and I'll give you an update whenever there is one. Oh, we have one update. Niall told me to download Google Maps, which I did. Thanks be to God, because I'd bought an extra 15 gigs add-on of data, and I'd already used up 45 gigs. And geez, I've used up the 15 gigs in just a few days. And so it's obviously Google Maps. So now I'm going to turn off my data roaming every time I'm moving, and just use the downloaded maps. I just bought another 15 gig now. So and maybe uploading the movies as well, my YouTube movies, something, who knows what it is, I don't know. But I'll do whatever I can to reduce that, so I'm not gobbling up data at €15 pop. It's not expensive, but there's no point wasting it. So that's it. Talk to you later. Yummy, yummy. So guys, it is almost 6:30 on Friday evening, and the revised plan didn't work either. So the part never arrived on Thursday, and it actually arrived, well, it did arrive Thursday evening. So I had, in the meantime, found a place to stay, and then I sort of came over here to this campsite. It's a natural site, not far further from where I was, a really well fitted out site right on the beach. And I sort of hung out here yesterday evening and had some food, ate in their restaurant, which was pretty good actually, and not expensive. And then this morning I went over to the guys, and they fitted the part. You can see the lads here, happy bunch, great guys, like really, really good guy. So they fitted the part, and I came back here. So it was lunchtime by the time I got back here. So I went to the beach, lay in the beach, got some sun, read the paper, went for a swim, the usual kind of stuff, and sort of chilled. And I'm staying here again tonight, obviously, and then tomorrow I'm going ahead. Not sure exactly where or what I'm going to do, but yeah, so excited to get moving again.